Guys, welcome to another video. I hope that you all are doing great. So without wasting any more of your time, let's roll the intro. So today, we are going to talk about artificial intelligence, or AI as we may say. And I am going to remove any misconception that you may have about this topic. So let's start. By definition, artificial intelligence means the ability of machines to mimic human-like intelligence and do tasks that require problem-solving skills and learning. But what it actually means? AI is actually a very broad term to discuss. So first, I would like to break it into smaller parts. Let's first talk about machine learning or deep learning. We humans are really good at recognizing patterns or objects. For example, looking at this image, you know that it is a dog. It doesn't matter how many pictures I show you, you still can tell that it is a dog. Even if I show you a species which you may have never seen, you still somehow magically know that it is still in fact a picture of a dog. So how does that happen? From experience. From the day you were really young, you have seen dogs in pictures and realities several thousands of times. It is repeatedly told and taught to you that this creature that you see here is a dog. That's the exact same way how these deep learning algorithms work. For example, if you wanted to be able to identify a car, then you will feed it thousands of images of cars and tell the algorithm that this is what a car looks like. And with enough practice, it will even be able to identify cars that it has never really seen in its training. And that is called validation. Now, you may ask that these tasks are so simple that any human can perform them. So why do we need deep learning? To answer this question, let's take a real life example. Weather. Let's say weather depends upon temperature. That would make a 2D linear graph that we can very easily find a pattern in. Now let's take it up a notch. Let's say that weather depends upon temperature and wind speed. That would make a 3D graph. It is a little complicated, but we can still do it. But in reality, weather depends upon air temperature, air pressure, humidity of the air, amount and kind of cloud cover, amount and kind of precipitation, and speed and direction of the wind, and many more. In some cases, we can reach hundreds or even thousands of dimensions that our mind can't simply comprehend. But still, in this case, deep learning algorithm will still find a pattern through all that mess given that we give it enough data of the past. Now that's the power of machine learning. Now that was only a part of AI and not the complete picture. It also includes components like natural language processing and speech recognition. We use this feature all the time in our virtual assistants like Google Assistant, Siri, Alexa, and many others, without even realizing that what is happening at the backend. Not only do these softwares understand what we are saying while we all have different accents, but they also formulate a sentence on their own, which actually makes sense and reply to us like a human would. Now that's fascinating. Talking of phones, the ads that you may have seen that claims that their phones have an AI in their camera, it's not really AI. It's an image processing algorithm which identifies your face or a scenery or the sky and optimizes the color of the image to give you a better result. At last, let's talk about the part of AI that most of us has seen in movies, robotics. Robotics just takes the brain of AI and translates it into physical movement and audible speech. Robots like Sophia are really sophisticated and can interact with their environment just like humans does, which shows us that how far as a civilization we have actually reached. Sony's Aibo is a robotic dog and can form an emotional bond with members of the household while providing them with love, affection, and the joy of nurturing and raising a companion. This in itself sounds really futuristic, but the fact is, all of this is happening right now. So how does these robots see the world? Like we see the world with our two eyes, just installing a video camera on a robot isn't enough. It needs a variety of other sensors and inputs to navigate around its environment without tripping itself at every other step. So a robot generally has laser and radar systems accompanied by sophisticated pressure sensors, heat sensors, and microphones to be fully aware of the environment around them. So the final question. Do I think that Skynet would take over the world? Probably not. But until then, stay curious. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please like and subscribe the channel. Also, tell me in the comment section what are your views on AI. I would love to read and respond to them. This is me, Avichal Suneja, signing off.